My hair looks like in Great Expectations, and I haven't done my nails, but I couldn't wait to sit down and play with my new bodies, with my new brushes. Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. On today's video I'm going to review and demo this new palette that has been released by Essence. This is their Daily Dose of Power eyeshadow palette, and they have released in total 3 palettes from this range. I just picked up this one, but I will put on the screen the other 2 palettes that they were released. You have a cardboard packaging, and it's also secured with a elastic due to the fact that the lid is not magnetic, so it prevents not open your palette and spill it if you are traveling. And after that, when you open it, you have the shadows inside, and they were insured with this plastic sheet protection, which I'm actually going to keep if by any chance I'm going to travel with this palette, who knows when and if. It's better to have them secured. The only thing that it's missing from the packaging is a actual mirror, so this palette doesn't have a mirror, and it retails for anywhere around €5. I bought mine from my local drugstore and I found it on sale, so I paid around $3, maybe even less, but usually these retails for €5, which might be up to $7. I'm not sure if this palette or if this range, my Daily Dose of, it's available on the North America. I know that one of the palettes is my Daily Dose of Energy. I was not interested to pick all the palettes. This is not the first time when I'm wearing this eyeshadow palette. I have done 2 different looks with this palette. This is the look number 1 that I did on the first day when I bought it, and this is the look number 2. So today we are going to do the look number 3, and I'm thinking to combine somehow the shades that I've used on the look number 1 and look number 2. But because today I received my new Rephr brushes, yay! I said, what could be best than to put those 3 bad boys together? So we are only going to use the eye brushes and to try them with our more affordable eyeshadow palette. But because I want to spice it up, I thought maybe I should do half. So how I come up with the idea or with the thought of buying Rephr brushes? As you know that I'm a huge fan and I'm all about my Zoeva brushes, and I will not exchange them with anything in the world. Now it happened that that damn lucky bag from Beautylish had made me wanting to purchase some Japanese brushes, because I was hoping that I'm going to get the Sonia G set. It didn't happen that, so the only brush that I got is this one. This is the flat definer brush, and when I've used it, guys, I haven't seen something softer on my life. It's just a pinch of bristles, but somehow it's amazing. So I said, oh my god, I really want to buy a Japanese set of brushes, and I looked up of the Beautylish website, and I've seen this Sonia G eye set retails for $150, and also plus shipping and taxes, I think I'm going to pay around $200. But when I've did some more researches, I have found that Rephr brushes, not only that are cheaper, but they also had 30% discount if you are registering to their website and creating your own account. They will give you 30% discount site-wide. Those are the eye brushes that I picked up. I picked up the brush number 12, which is your more round type of brush, and yeah, it has short and full packed bristles. The next brush is the brush number 15, which is really similar with my Zoeva 228 crease brush. So I have a couple of them just to show you how they look like. Of course, those are a bit more fluffy due to the fact that they have been used and washed, while the Rephr brushes, they are new. And this one is the brush number 16. The bristles are longer and more pointier. So they say this you can use to blend out the shadow on your crease, or also to pack the shadow on your lid. So we're going to try and see how well are performing those brushes against my favorite, my beloved Zoeva brushes. And because I don't have a more detailed brush, I'm going to use the Sonia G flat definer against the Spectrum A16. So I could find those are almost identical as the shape, you see? So we are going to see how those are performing. And because I don't have a dupe for this, the number 12, the Rephr number 12, I thought any of those Zoeva, this is the 221 Petit Crease or the 225 Luxe Eye Blender, can be a dupe, but it's not exactly a dupe if you see them. In the middle we have the Rephr brush, and those are the Zoeva. So I think the most similar in a shape is the 225, but it has longer bristles and they are not so fully packed, they are more loose. And now let's go ahead and do the actual work. So I'm going to start with the Zoeva brush. If you look at this palette, you can tell that it's missing a real crease shade. So this is one of the downside of this palette, that doesn't have a transition mostly shade. So on my first look I have used this green as my transition look, and on the second look I have used this as my transition, and I blend it with this shade which is my skin tone. So I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do, but I think I'm going to use I'm going to take the green shade as a transition. So I'm going for a kind of mixed look. So I'm going to zoom you a bit. Okay, now let's see how it's performing the Rephr number 15. I definitely feel this brush is more densely packed than the Zoeva one. And if it is possible, it's even softer. So it's really soft. Keeping the same brush, Zoeva 228, I'm going to take the matte burgundy shade. We are playing, yeah? And I don't know exactly what it's going to come out from this look. I didn't plan it in advance and I didn't rehearse it, so what you see, it's what you're gonna get. Now with the same Rephr brush. So I want to say that this is more easy to pack shadow on your transition area and on your crease area than the Zoeva 228. I'm usually using the 228 to diffuse, not much to pack. Oh my god, I'm loving it. I cannot believe that I'm betraying my beloved Zoeva 228 crease brush. Look guys, the difference. Rephr versus Zoeva. Of course it's picking up more shadow, which makes the payout of eyeshadow to be more intense. So if you want softer touch of shadow, then Zoeva is your pick. I'm going to take the Sonia G flat definer. As I expected, the shadow doesn't show up much, so I need to wet the brush. Now the Spectrum brush. This shadow, it's really chalky and doesn't have enough payout. Okay guys, now for the lid. I'm going to take the Zoeva 225, even though this is not a eyelid brush. This shade looks better when it's used with a dampened brush. On the left eye, I'm going to use the brush number 16 because they say that you can use this to pack your shadow. But first I'm going to try with dry brush. So yeah, is it able to pick up some shadow? Not too much. So we need to wet it. Now I want to take this shadow, this shade, this coppery shade, with my finger and add it on the transition area like that. Sometimes our fingers are the best tools. I'm going to take the Zoeva 221 brush with the shade we have used on the transition. Now I'm going to do the same thing on my left eye, but I'm going to use the brush number 15. Maybe I should pinch it. Okay, I don't have a pencil brush from either Rephr or from the Zoeva I have. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use those two brushes, again wet, on my lower lashes. I'm going to use this bright green and define that area. I'm cleaning again the brushes. I'm wetting them again, and I'm going to take this silver shade and add it on my inner corner. So this shadow doesn't want to show up whatsoever. I'm going to do liner, lashes and mascara, and I'm gonna come back for the final thoughts. So for my liner I use this Catrice, which has a felt tip applicator and it's almost empty. And for my lashes I've used a combo of the L'Oreal Paradise primer that I just showed you on my America versus Europe comparison video, and the MaybellineLash Sensational Full Fan Effect Mascara. So this is what I have on my eyes. So this is the final look, guys. What do you think about this palette? Well, I would say that you get what you pay for. I for sure got my money's worth due to the fact that I paid below 5 euros or 5 US dollars, but I don't think that this palette does more than 5 euros, honestly. There are only few shadows that are well performing, so those are the matte shades, and you can see in the swatches section that first I've shown you the swatches on dry hand without any help, just by themselves, and the silver shade and some of the shimmery shades almost don't have enough pigmentation. And on the second slide of swatches I've applied an eyeshadow primer, so that's why they are looking more rich and more intense. So I think you have to work a lot with them to get some desired payout, and those are the swatches how they are looking using your hand, but with the brushes the situation is different, and you could see that while I was applying on my eyes. Overall, I think if you are a big fan of the Essence eyeshadow palettes, there are other eyeshadow palettes they have released out there that are more worth trying. I personally didn't try anyone, but I know people that recommend certain eyeshadow palettes from Essence. I recommend this eyeshadow palette if you are a beginner, you are not so comfortable with applying shadows on your eyes and you don't need a very intense payout. I think it's more beginner friendly eyeshadow palette. Maybe this was even the concept of Essence too, when they thought to put out those palettes. But for 5 euros versus 2.5, how much I paid for this, I think I cannot go wrong. And I for sure I'm gonna try to pull it on my upcoming looks and try to get use at least of those beautiful shades, the green and the blue one. I don't have something similar on my collection, and luckily are among the shades that are better performing outside of this eyeshadow palette. If you have this eyeshadow palette or any other shadows from this range or from Essence, please let me know, please share with me your experience. I'm really curious to hear and learn what you think about those. Now, regarding the Rephr brushes, as you could see, I was only using those two. I think they are amazing. They are so versatile. They do a lot of things. You can pinch them to have more precise application. I did the lower lash line without any other problem. I was able to pack the shadow on my crease to blend. So yeah, from this reason, I think the Rephr brushes are a winner. Together with those 3 eye brushes, I've also purchased their face core duo. So I have the shade, the brush number 05 and brush number 04. So they look like this. I'm planning to get my hands on the other 3 brushes that are sold out from the core set, the brush 01, 02 and 03, and probably after I will have that set, I will do a separate dedicated review video for the Rephr brushes. But as a first impression, I'm impressed. So the hype related to the Japanese brushes, it's real. They are amazing. They are really good. Now it came the problem to maintain them and to see how long they are wearing, if they are wearing okay, shading and so on throughout the time. So this I cannot tell you so far, but I'm going to use them and I'm going to share with you my thoughts on my upcoming videos. But yeah, this is everything for today. I hope you enjoy what you see today, and please let me know if you have tried some of the Rephr brushes. Please share with me your thoughts about them. I think that we all can agree that those brushes are amazing, but I want to hear your thoughts, and also please let me know how they are acting on the long term. I'm really curious to see if I did a good investment on those brushes. And I also want to tell you that they retail for $24 on the Rephr website, and they do ship internationally. They ship actually worldwide, I think. And if you are here in Europe, you don't have to worry about paying taxes, VAT, anything, because they are shipping from the Austria warehouse and they are coming to you within a couple of days. So I was a bit bummed that I did not pay extra $10 to get the expedite shipping, because on their checkout, when you place the order, if you choose the standard shipping, which is free, they say that the standard shipping it takes between 2 to 4 weeks. So I thought maybe I should spend to upgrade the shipping, but my brushes came within 3-4 business days. So this is fantastic. They are coming through courier and they are handled directly to your hands. So a big plus for Rephr. But yeah, other than that, I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope you'll give it a thumbs up before you leave. And I want you all to have a fantastic day. I'm gonna see you again on my next video. Bye guys! Mwah.